Speed of sound. Steve, I know you like an insight to my musical taste, but that's my favourite Coldplay track of all time. I just thought I'd just throw that in.
Not a fan of clocks?
No, I think I've overplayed Parachutes a little bit, and but that's my favourite one. Like it.
I'm afraid to say I'm a bit of a Philistine when it comes to Coldplay. That sounds the same as all the other ones. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, you'll have to meet these boys one day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell them to their face. I don't care. A little bit rock and roll. I don't care.
Well, I'm Ricky Gervais. That little funny little Wurzel type voice over there is Stephen Merchant, and with us our producer Karl Pilkington. All right.
All right.
Whenever we say producer, of course, that is in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Done with the fingers.
Well, he didn't have it. I wanted to play some off my iPod today to record it because they didn't have it here. It's a great track called Anthony and the Johnsons. He didn't even have the lead. He went, right, it's difficult. And he went, is it any good? I went, yeah, it's really good. He went, well, why haven't we got it here already then? Oh, that's the paradigm, is it? If XFM hasn't got it, it's no good. Four Non-Blondes doing well, is it? That's still in the cupboard, is it? Unbelievable. We're a little bit annoyed today, aren't we, actually?
I'm really annoyed.
Yeah, all that stuff we did last week, that Landauer sent us some sparkling wine, and we thought, right, you shamelessly plugged it.
Yeah.
How many times you mentioned it? About 20 times?
About 20 times.
Well, the finale was hitting Karl on the head with a cork. That's on the website, by the way.
Okay.
RickyGervais.com. Go there and see Karl being hit in the head with a cork, right?
Yeah.
We said, look, send us free stuff, we'll talk about it.
Nothing. The cupboard
literally
is
nothing.
empty. The cupboard is bare.
No one has thought, I tell you what, there's those guys from The Office.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's be honest, Rick, we are taste makers. We're opinion formers, you and I.
Yeah.
And you'd have thought if anyone was going to send us some free stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me fume. And do you know what it is? It's because people, PR people and that, they've realised no one's listening.
But not only are we going against all our principles and losing our dignity just for some free stuff.
And integrity.
And integrity, yeah. We're going against excellent policy, because obviously they would have got thousands of pounds for Landauer to be mentioned last week. 20 times. No, it wouldn't have. It's 40 quid, isn't it? It's 40 quid.
Yeah.
40 quid for a 9-minute advert.
Exactly.
So advertise your quality stuff here.
Yeah.
Jeff's Garage. Cheaper than some other garages. Anyway, actually,
did we play an advert once for a tattoo parlour?
Yeah!
Do you remember that? I'm sure we heard of it for a tattoo parlour. What tattoo parlour can afford to advertise on a radio station? Unless it's a tin pot one like this.
Oh, God! Oh, I've got some good music today, though, Steve.
Oh, really? I hope so. I'll be the judge of that. Go on,
well, AC/DC.
Oh.
Have you got a bit of, bare skin? You need, colouring in? Come along to, Ron's Bike Shop and Tattoo Parlour. He'll write Mum on your hand and give you Harley a tune-up while you wait. I can't believe no one wants to advertise with us.
And that only costs, what, 20 quid?
Yeah.
And they play that
I mean, I turned down millions of pounds to do adverts, because I think it's beneath me. And I thought last week I'll give a little bit back. I'll excite all these people who want to get a bit,
nothing.
All I'm thinking is, Steve, either our cash rate's gone down, no one wants us anymore, right? Which is impossible, surely.
I would have thought so.
Or, we're on a tin pot station that no one listens to. Now,
Ding! Correct answer.
Unbelievable. I'm having to hold on the pop shield of this mic, because it keeps falling off.
It's embarrassing.
It's awful. I mean, oh, God. Well, Karl, what are your thoughts? Why have you stuck it out here?
Nothing better coming in, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you why, because you're always on holiday. You don't do a lot. You get paid, well, doesn't he, really? He's a moany. I mean, he doesn't try and get on at all. He doesn't deal with people. He moans about everything. And, so he's...
I'm alright, I've got my own little room and that.
Yeah. Like a cage. It is like a cage, isn't it? And he can shut the door, shut the door. If people walk past, he can shut the door. He doesn't want them looking in. He's like a miserable old chimp. We noticed today how much he's simian, isn't he?
It's very strange, actually. We maybe should try and get a picture on the website, because Karl's arms are particularly chimp-like. It's very, very strange.
Because he's got that sort of, he's got long downy hair. It's
and
not
the
like
long extended knuckles.
Yeah, and he's totally round-faced, that sort of the chin goes back, and the dome of his cranium. I think, quite seriously, I know we sort of share about 98.5% of our genetic material with, bonobos and chimpanzees, but I think he's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a little bit of a throwback. Just his line, they just kept to this sort of, really the ugliest one in the cave.
Yeah.
And the tree, and he really didn't, he didn't come out of it. I'm not saying you are, you know, I don't think you, well, you are. Yeah, you're chimp-like.
No, it does annoy me. My hair annoys me on my body and that. Because I've got like hair on my little toes and that.
Have you?
And on the legs.
Would you
like,
see your little toes? Can you pick things up with them?
I was tried.
Okay.
Well, that's the finale of this week's show. We're going to see if he can play a record and put the fader up
From a tyre. While swinging in a tyre.
Just using his hairy toes.
Yeah.
I've sort of got hair all the way, but then it just runs out where it should be.
On the
I
top of your
know.
head.
Top of your
Yeah.
head. It's just-
And is this part of the reason why you're always uncomfortable about, you know, being nude or around naked people? Is that partly the reason, do you think, because you look so grotesque?
Well, when I'm on holiday, I don't really like wandering about without a top on unless, like, it's a quiet beach or whatever.
Sure. So what would you normally wear?
Need.
Shirt
I just
and
have
tie?
like a nice sort of light, summery, sort of linen shirt, maybe, just
Yeah.
a few top buttons open.
Yeah.
But I don't like, the naked body isn't that nice anyway, is it? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, if you're a cat and you're shaved, you don't look that nice. You know what I mean? But with
I
hair
think
on
you'll
it-
find a cat is naked even with its fur on. Cats don't wear clothes.
No, but what I mean is, a bald cat isn't that good. You know,
No.
it does me head in that I'm bald. I'm not, I wish, if I could have hair, it would be nice, but that's life.
Would you
isn't it?
prefer animals to wear clothes like Mickey Mouse does? Or Goofy?
You know that I don't like nudist and all that, we've done it.
But don't you think sometimes you could sort of like, maybe, I don't know, fancify it a little bit? Like, if there was such a thing as an ape, salon, and there isn't, Carl. There isn't, right? Would you know, give a orangutan a trim, maybe sort of his hair, because some of those look like they're going bald, but they've got a comb over,
They
don't
should
they?
just have a shave. When it's like that. That's what I did. Just take it back.
And the underarms as well. Yeah, they've really got a lot of underarm hair. Even the women ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. I don't even know why they breed. I don't know. I don't know how they get they laid, some of those horrible old, hairy ginger orangutans.
Yeah, they are particularly grim, some of those.
I know, yeah.
The big ones.
I know.
Ginger
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
You can't be happy, can they? What is that? Where did that happen, the ginger thing? Why do people give them, like, a hard time and that?
Well, you just gave them a hard time then, so why did you do it? You were
No,
just
it's
flying in,
it's
were
just
you,
that
to
people do sort of give. I don't understand why, but ginger people get quite a bit of stick, and I've never understood it.
No, I was doing it. It's just, I don't know why. I
They
don't
do,
know.
though, don't they?
I don't know. It might be historical. It might have been because I'm sure they don't everywhere in the world. I'm sure it's probably.
No, they are. They're always. I've said to you about even like ginger cats are always fat because they're sort of sick of it, probably.
Wait. What do you mean? Ginger cats, what do you mean
Well,
they're
when you
sick
see
of
a
it? What,
ginger cat-
they've been eating, like, because
Yeah,
they're
'cause
upset,
fed up and
they've been
that.
bullied
You
and
never
things.
see like a thin, happy ginger cat running about. It's always overweight and looking a bit fed up. It's just a good point, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it was a good point, Carl, it's a point.
So last week the Chinese don't age well. Now anything ginger, including cats,
Yeah.
No,
are sick of it.
No, but I'm just saying.
Are
I
you
don't-
ginger? Would you like to take issue with any of Carl's points? 83
I know I think
XFM is the
ginger-
text. You can text us. Maybe you've seen a thin ginger cat.
I'm not having a go though. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird how people give them a hard time. And it's if I could have hair, I'd go for ginger hair rather than being bald.
Really?
Well,
What was your last holiday? A couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a cheap one though.
Go on, where'd you
It was
go?
only 250 quid.
Yeah, brilliant. Go on.
Just a place in
You
Menorca.
don't want to waste money, do you?
Menorca. It's just
You've been there before, haven't you?
no, I don't think I have.
You've basically been to the same places over there.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, there was nothing there to see. It was just. Even the weather wasn't that good. But
So it was a
I don't
waste
know
of
why
time.
I went.
No wonder it was 250 quid.
I don't know why I went.
But it's an experience.
So you and Suzanne went away for an idyllic holiday. It was £250 all in for a week, was it? Weather wasn't very good. There was nothing to see.
It was a shithole.
Right. What did you do?
I just sat outside and I was watching.
In the rain.
Really? You didn't even
No.
need to hire a villa then. You could have just like pitched up and said,
sort
"Can I
of-
sit here?"
We had our own space, and for the first day it was all right. And then then a family moved in next door from Scotland, and they were loud. And I hate it when people are loud and you can't understand what they're saying because their accents was really strong. So it's like, no, I can't even sit here and listen to what's going on. It's like really strong accent.
Brilliant.
The kid was only young, but he sounded old. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what that means.
No, I've no idea.
Just the Scottish voice. It sounds old. Even though he was a baby, he had a voice of an old man.
I don't know what that
This
means.
is what I'm saying. You don't go anywhere where you can embrace the change and the difference. You go to places where just some annoying people come and move in next
I
door.
had paella. I mean, it depends. It depends how much you want out of life. How much, what? Yeah, like I've said to you, life's about learning.
What do you want to learn?
I'm just saying that's what life's about. If you don't learn anything, then what's the point? You might as well be a mayfly.
Right.
We've got all these years on the planet.
Yeah.
See something.
Hold on. This is what Steve's saying.
I know, but I'm saying watch it on the telly.
There we are. There's the rub.
Rilo Kiley. Portions for foxes.
If you love good music, by the way, you should tune into Six Music on
Well-
Sunday afternoons, the Steve Show.
Well, at the moment you're listening to Enemy Radio.
Well, yeah, but-
You can listen to that on enemyradio.com or on your telly,
Yeah.
on the internet,
Go to
everywhere around the
BBC
world.
if you want to-
Enemy. Probably, along with Rolling Stone, one of the most famous, most respected
Yeah.
music.
Well, yeah, but you can carry on reading.
Magazines.
You can carry on reading Rolling Stone magazine after you're about 16 years of age. Have you read The Enemy?
Not for a while.
The letters pages. People complaining about the haircut of the bloke from the Kaiser Chiefs. It's not a pressing concern. Move on.
That's the problem, isn't it? That's me with music. I like to sing along to a track, but
I doubt that.
I do. Well,
Go on.
No, I sort of hum.
Go on then. What's the last track you hummed along to?
What's your shower song? People supposedly have a shower song they sing in the shower. What's yours?
Oh, with my boiler being broke, it's got to be a short one.
How's that going?
People won't believe it. See, that's the other thing that people think. I've been moaning about the boiler since about 2006.
Yeah.
I've had it fixed loads of times. Still the fault now. Every summer it's come round again. The hot weather. It's not working.
Get a new boiler.
I can't get a new one. People keep saying get a new one. I can't get a new one because
Why?
no one will fit one in the cupboard that it's in.
What, you can't find a single boiler in the world?
No, what they said was British Gas said they can't touch it because it's dangerous.
That's good.
I got in a dodgy fella to try and sort it, and he said, "Oh, I don't want to take that one. It seems too dangerous." He said, "Have you got an alarm in here?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "It lets out gases. Make sure you have a thing because this is old boiler. I'm not messing with it."
So immediately you went out and got that scene too?
No, I've got an alarm now.
Have you?
Yeah,
What, you're
it's fine.
genuinely telling me there is no one anywhere who
The-
can take this
the
boiler out? What
only
they got to do, they just got to blow up the house,
No,
have they?
what they said was, they said we can put one in your lounge for you because they said you've got to knock a wall down. All this, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
What do you got to knock a wall down?
They said knock a wall down to put up a new boiler, and I don't want to start knocking walls down just for the sake of hot water. It's not worth it. Put the kettle on. I can't be bothered. So yeah, it is still ongoing.
You ain't got to wash his hair, has he?
No, that's true.
So yeah, I don't really have a shower song. But yeah, music's all right. I just don't want to know everything about
Music's
it. It's like,
all right.
no, it's good.
It's one of the seven
Yes,
wonders
I
of the
know,
world.
I know it is. Yeah, it's good.
It's beyond. I can't describe. I couldn't try to describe how amazing music
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I know. It's
Not the shit we've been playing.
No, I'm just.
But I mean,
I'm
you
just.
know,
I'm
Yeah,
just
good
saying.
music, classical
Vaughan
music.
Williams and Beethoven.
The music affects the brain in extraordinary ways. People with, sleeping sickness who are otherwise almost in a vegetative state hear music, they can suddenly can come awake, they can sometimes even dance. I was watching a documentary the other night about people with, Tourette's syndrome, where it affects, the body and different they have spasms and twitches, but when they're drumming, all those spasms and twitches go away. Other people who've got the IQ of children, and yet they can play classical pieces, they can improvise in an extraordinary jazz way.
It does
It's a
something
remarkable
to you.
thing.
Music
It works
does
at a subconscious
something.
No,
level.
it does. Yeah, there's an Elvis song that my hairs always go up on my back every time I hear it. I don't know why. Every time I hear
Well,
it.
I know why, because
Yeah.
there's none on your head.
But you've worked in music, you've worked around music for years,
yeah,
and not
yeah,
once
yeah.
has it improved your IQ.
No, I like. Do you know the biggest problem, Steve? I don't want to moan.
You do.
You can't get away from noise these days, and that's the problem. I think that's music's almost got too important now. People can't think, and that's the problem with music. There's always noise. You can't get away from it, and I can't concentrate. If there's any sort of noise, I can't concentrate. My brain's going, "What's the noise?" And my ears are going, "I don't know. Go and have a look." And
I love the
guys-
fact that your brain's talking to your ears.
it's all connected.
The irony is, I genuinely think that conversation is going on
I
in
know,
Carl's head.
and I think the ears are slightly cleverer than his brain.
No,
Yeah.
they all kick in, don't they? I'm sat there, my brain's working.
Go
I might
on.
be writing something, I might be doing that book, I'm thinking my brain's going, right, yeah, it's working, and then a noise happens outside. My ears go, what's that? My eyes go, well, I'll have a look. brain goes, yeah, go on then. Suddenly, they're not even thinking about the book. All the senses. No.
It's you!
No, but
There's no conversation between ears and eyes and brains.
Interesting.
He's read the numbskulls. Do you remember that as a kid? Lots of little people inside a person's brain making it work. Herman's head for American.
Turning a wheel to
I've
move
said
it.
to you though, how do you know which one's in charge? Because my brain was quite happy doing that book, but my ears got bored.
Make a note of that, someone. If you're listening, make a note of that. The brain was quite happy working on the book, but my ears got bored.
No, the way I see it is your brain is like the adult.
The what?
The adult.
Oh, I thought you said adult.
And your ears and your eyes are like the kids, and they get bored quicker. And the brain's quite happy.
This doesn't work at all as a metaphor on any level, biologically, philosophically.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work at all.
It does, because your brain does the thinking. Now, if I have earplugs in, my brain can think better without the ears.
Yes, because there's nothing to put it off. It's concentrating. That's a distraction.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying to
Your ears are just receptacles.
Hear mate.
Yes.
Go on.
So if your ears can't do their job, it's like a well-behaved kid. It sits there. It's quite happy. It's not interested in what's going on around it. Take the earplugs out, they go mental. What's that noise? What noise? Go and have a look. Eyes, go and have a look.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the ramblings of a maniac.
Can you tell your brain to tell your mouth to talk some sense?
Well, which order would you say it works in?
Well, it's all working at the same time, isn't it?
No, but your brain's at the beginning of the... If it was a circuit, your brain's at the beginning.
Yeah, no, necessarily. Not with hearing something. Your ears come first, but they're passive. Your ears are merely receptacles for sound, right? They're a conduit to the brain. So hearing is only thought. Hearing isn't the airwaves hitting your eardrum.
You can't block it out.
No, what I'm saying is that's a passive thing. Your fingers, when it touches something, it's your brain that develops that information. Your fingers aren't going, oh, I recognise that, it's a piece of cheese. It just touches it, and your brain recognises it. It's all done in the brain.
Hmm.
No, not convinced?
I'm just...
That information is still being worked on by the brain.
All I can do is tell you the way I work, and I know if I'm sat in a quiet place...
No, Carl.
...with nothing around me...
No, you can't tell me the way your brain works.
My ears get bored.
That makes no sense at all.
I'm telling you, if I'm in a quiet place, my brain is happier. It can focus on what it's doing. The ears almost go, there's nought to hear here, call it a day. The eyes,
no, they don't!
The eyes are going, well, there's nought to see outside. Just chill out. Whereas if there's a noise outside, if it's a noisy street, everything's kicking in. My brain's getting annoyed. My ears are going, what's that racket? My eyes are thinking, oh, what was that scream? What's happened?
What's your nose doing?
Why is your eyes thinking, what's the scream?
What?
Why are your eyes getting concerned with noise?
He wants to see what the ears have heard.
Bad Day and REM on XFM 104.9. It's Carl's Quiz. It's a classic film. He's done some jiggery pokery. He's in the film. It's his favourite film of all time. I thought The Elephant Man was your favourite film of all time.
It's up there, but this is like this film's got everything. It's got hilarious bits in it. It's got sad bits in it.
I've got the headphones on because I've got to hear it, and I don't usually wear headphones. But I just realised how noisy I am. Does that go out when I'm sort of does it really?
Yes.
So when I'm sort of like tapping and writing and that, because it's really clear.
Everyone can hear that.
Really?
Yeah. The thing about that microphone, Rick, is it doesn't just pick up your voice. It picks up all the sounds.
Oh, that must be...
Like you scratching now. I don't know what it is you've got there, some kind of rash.
Well, look, it's eczema, I think. Look, what's that? Oh,
eczema, yeah.
Oh, God, and what's that one then?
That's just one of your enormous fat tits.
What's that? But yeah, that must be irritating to listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If your voice weren't bad enough...
and moving the mic.
Moving the mic then, that makes a noise.
Leaving that.
Eating sandwiches, drinking coffee.
Yeah. Right, come on then, Carl.
Right, so the film is Kes. You got to listen to it properly. At the end, there'll be a question about what's happened in there, so you got to listen, take it all in.
I love the fact that in pole position, in positions 1 and 2 of his favourite films of all time, is The Elephant Man and Kes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Am I leaving the mics open a bit when this is going out?
Yeah,
or what?
let's have a listen.
Yeah? All right. So don't talk then, right?
Just put that hot dog down, Rick.
And this is the bit in Kes where it's the teacher and he gets up and he has to
Glover.
talk.
What's his name? Is it Brian Glover?
No, it's the other teacher.
The other one.
Anyway.
Right, go on.
Alright, so here we go.
Things that had actually happened.
Oh, yeah.
Another one. What about you, Casper? Casper!
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
You haven't been listening to a word I've said, have you?
Yeah, I heard some of it. Yeah, you
Some of it?
just...
Stand up. Always somebody, isn't there, eh? Right, now you're going to tell us a story about yourself.
What sort of story?
I want you to think of an incident that's happened to you sometime in the past that is true and that you think will interest the rest of the class. Alright?
Right. What about, I work on a radio show at the weekend.
Well, are you going to tell us about it?
I'll just do, it's 2 hours, and it's with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and, just sort of play music and, tell stories and stuff.
What kind of stories?
Well, whatever. Like last week it was science. We were talking about this lad who was growing a knob on his arm, so it's weird. It's tricky, sir, because like with Ricky, he gets bored quick and he won't listen to the stories, and he'll start squeezing my head.
All right. I'm not interested in what he does.
That isn't normal, is it, sir? That, I mean, it sure is a bit gay.
Is he?
Just messes about, though. Do you know what I mean? I try and like come up with good stuff, like monkey news and like quizzes and stuff. But then he'll just, Ricky will just mess about. I mean, on Saturday he did it again. He squoze me head.
How do you spell that?
Squoze. S-Q.
I'm going to show it on the board. This is a new word to me.
Squoze is S-Q-U-O-Z-E.
Aye, now tell us what it is.
It's when he gets me head and he puts one hand on the back of it, right? And he puts the other hand on the front of it and he just sort of swivels it.
Swivel, right down the board.
Oh, swivel's not it's spelled S-W-I-V.
How many times a day?
How many times a day does he swells it? It depends what time he gets in. If he gets in about 12:30, he could get a good 3 in. But I think, I don't really want to talk about.
Good enough, don't you? Well done, Billy. Big hand of applause.
That is the effort.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the best thing you've ever done, Carl.
So that's Kez, right?
Yeah.
Got some good prizes there.
Not bad, yeah, good stuff.
Question is, how many times did I say Ricky can get, how many head squeezes can he get in before the start of the show? Right? So if you were listening properly, the answer's in there, right? And got some good stuff
Got
there.
some DVDs in there and some CDs, including some Jimi Hendrix stuff and other odds and ends. Good stuff.
Brilliant.
And just text in 83 XFM. Right? Right.
Eddie and the Hot Rods. Do anything you want to do on XFM 104.9. Alright? Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Well, we've had loads of entries for the how many times did I squoze his head. Well, the answer was 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And who's the winner, Steve?
Let's give it to John. He's emailed in, he's got it right. He said he squozed your head 3 times on average.
It's not squozed, is it, Carl? That's incorrect. It's squoze, isn't it?
It depends how you say it.
Go on.
Squoze.
Well, it doesn't really, because it's nonsense anyway. It's not a real word, but...
You squoze my head.
Yeah.
I will squeeze your head. Do you know what I mean? Depends what line you're getting it in.
Sure.
Tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Any monkey news? Any educating Ricky? Anything else? I don't feel that you've earned Monday off yet, because it's just 2 hours and you only did about 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, but that took a bit of time to make.
No, that's your own fault.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't do it Monday. I bet you did it on another day.
I had to come in Monday, didn't I?
Yeah, but I bet you will do that on another day, so you're taking the piss even more, so you're doing it when you should be doing other stuff. You've still got Monday off, and you've got 2 hours here. So, you're laughing either way. So don't give me that. So, do you know what I mean? What else you got?
Monkey news.
Yeah.
Well, let's do monkey news.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Oh, we may as well have some monkey news.
Let's have some
Right,
monkey
Do
news.
some monkey news. You made enough noise there, Rick? You want to...
Sorry, but sometimes I like to move around, lounge and that, and at the mic,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's have the jingle. We've not heard it for a while.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news, you
Right. I haven't read this through properly, so
Oh,
I'm just
assumed that.
Christ. What do you mean you haven't read it through
Well,
properly?
basically, right, it's about problems with chat rooms and that, right? A lot of people, it's like the new way of meeting people and that, innit, now, chat rooms. You get on there, you can have
Right,
a chat.
if you say someone was having a meeting with someone, they
Please
wanted to
don't
meet.
preempt it.
Right, okay.
Please don't preempt
but,
it.
right, there is not an animal in the world that
Right,
can
it doesn't
operate and
matter. Do you want
understand.
to know the story? You said that
Did they get
monkeys-
married? It was 3 months later. She realised, oh, there's a lot of bananas gone from my fridge.
See, what annoys
I
me
want
is,
a divorce.
This is what annoys
Bobo.
me. You say that monkeys can do Shakespeare if they're given the time.
No, that's not it.
Let's not get into the whole
It's a
Shakespeare and
philosophical
monkeys.
conundrum.
Please, let's not get into that debate again. We'll
It's
be here all
about
night.
it's about
Yeah. Alright, so
infinity.
this one then.
Oh.
So this chat room, right? And the thing is, with chat rooms, you have like a big boss who's looking over it and making sure nothing dodgy's going on.
Right.
Right, so certain keywords come up and
Who's that, Dr. Zayas?
Right. So anyway, they were looking over it, trying to look for dodgy stuff, but they kept coming over like really strange things. Like instead of saying, "Do you want to meet in a restaurant or bar?" Right, it'd be like,
Do you want
What-
me in a tree?
"What tree do you want to meet?"
Right, okay.
Are you shooting off?
the end, yeah.
I'll see you later,
Seriously,
mate.
'cause that's gone
I'm just gonna listen to the end of it anyway.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you believe that shit, honestly.
No, I'm just telling you what's online.
Let's hear the rest of it.
How you're nearly you're ill. You're nearly okay. Well, I don't know the PC term for this, so I really apologise. You're nearly retarded in some aspects.
Instead of sort of saying wear something sexy, they'd say make sure you bring plenty of bananas. and
Right,
stuff
you're
like that.
talking absolute. Okay.
Are you making up the monkey news now because you can't find it anymore?
And instead of saying should we get married, they're saying how swollen and red is your arse?
Do you
You
wanna look?
stupid fool.
No, that
wanna
was me.
Mark Ronson and Ooh-wee on XFM. Well, what a great show. We've had
Informative.
It's been fun. Yeah, we've learnt some, haven't we?
Yep.
What have we learnt?
All sorts of stuff.
We've learnt the Carl is an idiot.
Yes.
That he believes that monkeys can get on
That's
chat
more of a
sites.
confirmation of
It
something we
really,
already
yeah.
suspected.
We always suspect it, but that's
I just read a little email from someone who just said that in Northern Ireland there is a town called Muff.
Is there?
Yeah, it's worth knowing.
Yeah. What else do we learn? Monkey news. No one's got anything like monkey news on radio, have they?
Think of that as a boast.
Yeah.
No one has got anything like this gout.
Yeah. You call that a boil? Look at that, and look where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
We've
Okay.
not heard sadly back from that woman from Switzerland.
Haven't we?
I know you threw out a question.
Yeah, I just thought I wanted to find out who the Swiss really. Well, I say they're neutral, but I would assume they'd be rooting for us and keeping quiet.
You'd hope so.
Whenever Germans went through, I went, oh yeah, well, yeah, whoever wins, yeah, but they're going. Oh. Whereas with us, they go,
Behind
all right,
their back,
lads,
give them the
all right,
finger.
lads, do you want some chocolate?
Yeah.
Here's a cookie cock. No, don't let it go off. I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Sure.
But and, they better want us to win, because it wasn't for us, and we'd have let fascism go in there and they'd be speaking bloody German and Italian all over the place, wouldn't they?
I think they do.
Huh?
I think they do.
What?
They do speak German and Italian.
Why? Why?
I don't know. They just couldn't be bothered to come up with their own language, and they chose that one, I suppose. Or they chose those.
What's the point of being foreign if you don't speak English?
I've no idea. You'd have to ask them.
That's mental.
I don't know.
What would I do if I went there?
You wouldn't. Why would you go?
They don't speak the language.
If you're gonna have to choose a language to speak, choose
English. Even the Dutch, they got their own language, but they don't speak
They
it because
can't be arsed with it.
it sounds silly.
Yeah.
So they speak English.
Of course they do.
You see, do Dutch people,
Yeah.
so in Amsterdam, with clogs on, they'll be chatting.
Chatting
In
away.
English.
In English.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Oh God, I was there once, and there was a mouse.
Right.
It's just there on the stair. It was a little mouse with clogs on.
Yeah. Where?
On there. on the stair, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's languages. We learned about languages, didn't we? I'm not a linguist, but I pretty much think that's what happens.
Yeah.
Tell you something I learned in the week.
Go on.
Yeah. This will be one thing. He did definitely learn only one thing this week.
It's a good one though.
Don't insult Suzanne's hair.
I learned two things
Go
right,
on.
this week.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't put your trousers on over your head. Because I know you were persevering with that for a while.
Mercury may look nice, but bad for you. Go on.
There are more moves on a chessboard.
Then particles in the universe.
That puts you off learning it, doesn't it?
Well, no, it's a possibility.
No, that
It's the fact
said it is. It is. It said that's.
Yes, that's right. It's a possibility because it's basically that it tends towards infinity because no two games are the same. So it's not that you've got to learn that many moves.
It's not that good.
I don't wish to criticise Rick, because I
What?
know you were trying to inform him then. It's a good job you're not a teacher, because as you gabbled the phrase, it tends towards infinity,
Yeah.
it kind of came out as,
Okay, yeah.
imagine if you're one of those kind of foreign students who's gone here to study, and they, you know, sometimes they put
What, Swiss?
they put the tape recorder by the
Yeah.
lecturer.
Yeah.
Listen back to that release. It's something towards infinity, I'm not sure. It tends towards infinity.
It's talking about tents. I not understand. Cuckoo.
So, yeah, we've all
had a good time.
We've all had a good few
We've had a great time.
Can I just say to everyone, have a great Saturday.
Alright, see you later.
You like the Thorns, you played the Thorns
Love the
earlier. I think you'll
Thorns,
enjoy this as an old track from Hawksley Workman.
Brilliant.
Bad name, good song.
See you next week.